So I went home, I spoke to my husband, I spoke to the kids. I said, I want to get braces. My husband's like, we like your crooked teeth. I said, I know, but medically, I need braces and I want it. And he said, okay, fine. And my daughters are like, go for it. But my younger daughter said, what will people say at your age you're having braces? I said, I don't care. I said, I have reached a point in my life where I have this attitude that I don't care what people think. I said, I've worried for years and years about what people will think. That's why I didn't do the public speaking. Even when I moved to India, it was very lonely for me because I'm from England, so the way I communicate, it's a different mindset. I felt very, very lonely, actually. I would try and fit in. I would try and be the way I thought people here are, and that made me more miserable. Santoshi, you can relate to that. You try and be a certain way to fit in, but it's not natural. And that didn't work, and on top of that, I was even more miserable. And then one day I said, you know what, I'm not going to be this person who's trying to be a certain way, I'm just going to be myself. And people will accept me come what may. I have good intentions, I have integrity, I will be myself, and that was the beginning of a journey for me where I had the attitude that I don't care what people think, but I do care the way I make people think. So when you have the attitude, which is step 2 of my system, which is really important, is you need to have the attitude where you are going to take your communication levels, your communication to the next level. For that, your attitude has to be, I don't care what people think. But that doesn't mean that you say whatever you want. Well, this is the way I speak, tough, take it or leave it. You need the skills to say things in a certain way where you get I call it a call to action, all right? If I want to influence someone, I want a call to action. I'll give you an example of my daughter. A few weeks ago, I said to her, Anisha, you need to tidy up your room. It's a mess. And she said, I'll do it. She was on holiday. I come back from work and it's a mess. Has she done anything? No. How many of you have teenage kids? It's not easy. This is where communication is really tested. Next day, I said, Anisha, by the time I get back from work, I want this room tidy. I come back from work the next day. Is it tidy? No. And I said, wait, Sheila. And I'm thinking, I'm telling her, why isn't she listening? I said, wait. And then I put on the coach hat. I said, you want her to tidy her room. That is your call to action. So don't sit there and keep trying a method that is not working and then complain and feel bad and feel angry. I said, she doesn't seem upset. She seems cool with it. So I said, okay, be smart. Then I remember a few days earlier, she said, Mom, I want to invite my friends over for lunch. Bing, I made a connection. I said, Anisha, you want to call your friends over for lunch, right? She said, yeah. I said, Thursday. I think it was Tuesday. I said, call them on Thursday. She said, great. All her friends confirmed. I come back from work on Wednesday, and what's happening? She was scrubbing the walls. The room was spick and span. I tried a different approach. So what I did, and I got a call to action. Obviously, I wasn't influencing her a certain way. I wanted her to tidy up the room. This didn't work. I could have just made it about me. Why is she not listening? What is this? I hardly ask her to do anything, victim mode. Instead, I turned it. What do I need to do to make her tidy up her room? The minute you ask these questions, what does your mind do? Check, 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 check. Answers. So this is also something I did with Rupali. I said, Rupali, instead of sitting there, remember I mentioned Rupali before the break? Instead of sitting there saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, I want you to turn it. What do you need to do to be able to open up, to talk to people? Then your mind will come up with solutions and we work together, but it has to come from you. So the end of 3 or 4 days after trying, I succeeded and I had an absolutely tidy room. Did it last? No, but it's okay. So what I'm saying is that when one way doesn't work, try another way. If you live in Juhu and you want to go to Nariman Point, if one route is blocked, are you going to go on that route? You're going to look at Google Maps, right? You're going to try a different approach. The same with communication. That's why it's a constant journey. It's a work in progress. This doesn't work, don't get stuck. Let me try this. If this doesn't work, be creative. Use your imagination.